Hello everyone, welcome to watch my channel. I am Sun and I'm recording this video because I want to share my experience learning English with ChatGPT and Grok. So let's see how it goes. Chào các bạn, chào mừng tới với kênh của mình. Mình tên là Sơn và mình ghi lại video này vì muốn chia sẻ kinh nghiệm học tiếng Anh với ChatGPT và Grok. Vậy thì hãy xem nó diễn ra như thế nào nhé. Okay, let's get started. Hi there, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your morning going so far?
I'm great. So today I want to practice English.
Oh, awesome. I'd love to help you with that. What do you feel like practicing today? Maybe conversation, vocabulary, or something else?
I want to practice phrasal verbs.
Nice choice. Prepositional verbs can be tricky.
No,
but we'll get
I mean phrasal verb.
Got it. Phrasal verbs it is. Those are the ones like pick up or run out, right? How about we start with a few examples? I could say one, and you try using it in a sentence. Sound good? Let's kick off with turn off. Can you make a sentence with that?
I want you explain it for me before I try it.
Fair enough. So, phrasal verbs are little combos of a verb and a preposition or adverb that together mean something different from the words on their own. Like, turn off means to stop something from working, like a light or TV. It's not just turning it off separately, it's one idea. Does that make sense? Want me to give you another example before you try?
No, I can give you an example. So, like I turn off a washing machine.
Yeah, you've got it. That's a perfect example. I turn off the washing machine means you stop it from running. Want to try another one? How about give up? Can you use that in a sentence?
I want each phrasal verb. You explain it for me before I start.
Oh, I think you mean phrasal verb, not pressure, right? No worries. I'll explain each one first. Let's go with give up. It means to stop trying or quit something, like giving up on a tough puzzle. Got it? Now, can you make a sentence with give up?
I give up play tennis because I have a new hobby.
That's spot on. I gave up playing tennis because I have a new hobby. Works perfectly. It shows you stopped for a reason. Ready for another one? Let's try look after. It means to take care of something or someone, like a pet or a kid. Want to give it a shot?
I take care of. I, I'm look after. I'm I'm look after my um, brother because he's sick.
Nice one. I look after my brother because he's sick is exactly right. It's all about caring for him. You're getting the hang of this. Want to try another? How about run out? It means to use up something completely, like food or time. What do you think?
I run out of food. I need to go supermarket to buy some grocery.
Great job. I run out of food is perfect, and adding I need to go to the supermarket to buy some groceries ties it together nicely. You're doing awesome with these. Want to keep going? Let's try pick up next. It can mean to lift something or to learn something casually. Your turn.
I pick up the phone that someone forgot.
That's a solid example. I pick up the phone someone forgot. Fits perfectly for the lifting meaning. You're really nailing these phrasal verbs. Want to do one more? How about break down? It can mean something stops working, like a car, or to get upset. What do you say?
This TV is breakdown. I need to call the engineer to fix it.
Close. Let me tweak it a bit. Breakdown is the phrasal verb. So you'd say, the TV broke down. Then, I need to call the engineer to fix it. Fits great. It means the TV stopped working. Make sense? Want to try one last one to wrap up? How about take off? It can mean to leave, like a plane, or remove something. Your go.
The TV broke down. Then I need to call the engineer to fix it.
Perfect. You've got it now. The TV broke down, and I need to call the engineer to fix it. Flows just right. Okay, let's move to take off, since I mentioned it. It means something like a plane leaving the ground or taking off a jacket. Can you make a sentence with take off?
I take up this idea.
I see what you're going for. But take off doesn't quite fit that way. It's more like the plane takes off from the runway, or I take off my shoes. Want to try again with that in mind? Or we can pick a new one if you'd like.
The plane takes off from the runway. What does it mean?
I think you might mean from the Swiss, like Switzerland. Let's polish it up. The plane takes off from the runway in Switzerland works, if that's what you meant. It's a great use of takes off for a plane leaving. You're doing awesome. Want to try one more or call it a day?
Can you explain it for me? I don't understand how to use it.
No problem. I'll break it down for you. Takeoff has a couple of meanings. One is when something, like a plane, leaves the ground, the plane takes off from the runway, means it starts flying. Another is removing something. I take off my coat means I remove it from my body. It's about that action of lifting off or away. Does that help? Want to try a sentence now? Maybe with one of those meanings?
I check up the coffee at a coffee shop.
I get where you're headed, but takeoff doesn't quite work there. It's more for removing something you're wearing or a plane leaving. For coffee, you might mean pick up, like I pick up the coffee at a coffee shop, meaning you grab it. With takeoff, you could say, I take off my hat at the coffee shop, meaning you remove it. Want to try again with take off or switch to another phrasal verb?
I take off my shoes before going to the restaurant.
That's it. I take off my shoes before going to the restaurant is perfect. It's exactly the removing meaning we talked about. You've got take off down now. Want to do one more phrasal verb to finish up, or are you good for today?
Just keep going.
All right, let's keep the momentum. Next up is run into. It means to meet someone by chance, like, I ran into my friend at the store, or sometimes to hit something, like, the car ran into a tree. Got it? Can you make a sentence with run into?
The car ran into the bicycle.
Spot on. The car ran into the bicycle works perfectly for the hitting meaning. You're crushing these phrasal verbs. Ready for another? Let's try set up. It can mean to arrange something, like I set up a meeting, or put something together, like I set up the table. Your turn.
I set up a party.
Awesome. I set up a party is a great use. It's all about arranging it. You're on a roll. Let's go with one more. How about check out? It can mean to look at something, like check out that view, or to leave, like I checked out at the hotel. What do you think?
I check out the coffee shop is a beautiful place.
Almost there. With checkout, you tweak it a bit. Check out the coffee shop. It's a beautiful place works. Or I checked out the coffee shop and it's a beautiful place. It's about looking at it to see it. Make sense? Want to try again or move to a new one?
I check out the coffee shop is a beautiful place works.
I think you're repeating my suggestion, but let's polish it. You'd say, I check out the coffee shop because it's a beautiful place, or I checked out the coffee shop and it's a beautiful place. The checkout part is about exploring or looking at it. Want to give it another go or try a fresh phrasal verb?
I check out the coffee shop because it's a beautiful place.
Perfect. I check out the coffee shop because it's a beautiful place nails it. It's that sense of looking at or visiting it. You've got this down. Ready for another? Let's try bring up. It means to mention something, like I brought up the idea in a meeting. Your turn.
I brought up the food to the party.
Close. But bring up usually means to mention or raise a topic, not carry something. So, I brought up the food in a conversation would mean I talked about it. If you meant carrying, bring to works. Like, I brought the food to the party. Want to try bring up again for the mentioning idea? Or stick with what you meant?
I brought up the idea to build displays.
Nice try. You're close. I brought up the idea to build this lake works if you mean you mention it in a discussion. That's spot on for bring up, as raising a topic. You're getting these nuances. Want another? How about put off? It can mean to delay, like, I put off the meeting, or to discourage, like, the smell put me off. What do you say?
My flight put off.
Almost. With put off, since it's something delayed, you'd say, my flight was put off, meaning it got postponed. It needs that was because it's done to the flight. So, my flight was put off works great. Want to try it again or move to a new one?
My flight was put off.
Perfect. My flight was put off is exactly right. It's delayed and you've got the structure down. You're rocking this. Let's do another. How about turn up? It can mean to arrive, like he turned up late, or to increase, like turn up the volume. Your go.
Mm. I turn up the museum. Hi.
Hey there. Looks like you're ready to keep going. Did you want to try turn up? I'll remind you, it can mean showing up, like he turned up at the party, or raising something, like I turned up the music. What's your sentence?
I turn up the museum.
Great one. I turn up the music is spot on. It's all about increasing the volume. You're killing it with these phrasal verbs. Want to try another? How about go over? It can mean to review, like I went over my notes, or to cross, like go over the bridge. What do you think?
I turn up to the museum.
Oh, I think you might have mixed it up. Turn up means to arrive, but it's just I turned up at the museum. No to needed. Like I turned up at the museum late. Your last one, I turn up the music, was perfect for increasing volume. Want to try turn up again for arriving or switch to go over? I can explain it if you'd like.
I turn up at the museum.
Nailed it. I turn up at the museum is perfect for arriving there. You've got turn up down now. Ready for a new one? Let's try go over. It can mean to check something, like I went over my homework, or move across, like go over the hill. Your turn.
I like swimming, so I go over the pool near my house.
Good try. I see what you mean. But go over usually means to review or cross over something, like a bridge. For swimming, you might mean go to, like I go to the pool near my house. If you want to stick with go over, it'd be more like I went over the bridge to get to the pool. Want to tweak it or try a new phrasal verb?
I went over the bridge to get to the pool.
Awesome. Perfect. I went over the bridge to get to the pool fits great. It's like crossing meaning of go over. You've got it. Want to keep going with another? How about come across? It means to find something by chance, like I came across an old book. What's your sentence?
I I go over the street.
Close, but not quite. Come across means to find or encounter
I
something
go over
unexpectedly.
the
Like,
street.
I came across a cool shop. For moving, you'd say, I crossed the street. Want to try come across again with the finding idea, or switch to something else?
I go over the street.
I think you might still be mixing them up. Go over means to review or cross something like a bridge, not a street. For a street, you'd say, I crossed the street. We were on come across last time, meaning to find by chance. Like, I came across a nice cafe. Want to try come across again, or stick with crossing the street?
I go over the river.
Nice. I go over the river works if you mean crossing it, like over a bridge or something. It's a solid use of go over. You're getting there. Want to try come across now? It's about finding something by chance, like I came across an old photo. What do you think?
I came across and my identify.
Awesome. I came across my identity card is perfect. It's that sense of finding it unexpectedly. You've nailed come across. Ready for another? How about look forward to? It means being excited for something, like I look forward to the weekend. Your turn.
I look forward to the basketball tonight.
Great one. I look forward to the basketball tonight works perfectly. It's all about being excited for it. You're crushing these phrasal verbs. Want to do one more? How about hang out? It means to spend time casually, like I hung out with friends. What's your sentence?
I hang out with my family to go to the park.
Close. I hang out with my family to go to the park is almost there, but it's more natural as I hang out with my family at the park, or I hung out with my family and went to the park. Hang out is about chilling together. Want to tweak it or try a new one?
I hang out with my family at the park.
Perfect. I hang out with my family at the park is spot on. It's like casual time together. You've got hang out down. Want to keep going with another? How about put on? It can mean to wear something, like I put on a jacket, Or to start, like, put on the TV. Your go.
I put on a pack.
Close, but not quite. Put on works for clothes or things you wear, like, I put on a jacket. For a bag, you'd usually say, I put on my backpack if it's wearable, or I picked up my bag. Want to try put on again with something like clothes, or switch to another?
I put on my backpack.
Nice one. I put on my backpack. Looks like you didn't finish. No worries. I'll pick up where we left off. You said, I put on my backpack, and that's spot on for wearing it. Want to try another? How about take over? It means to assume control, like, she took over the project. What's your sentence?
Can you explain it to me?
Sure thing. Take over means to step in and take charge of something. Like, if someone's leading a group and you start running it instead, you'd say, I took over the group. Or a company might take over another one by buying it. It's about grabbing control. Got it? Want to try a sentence with take over now?
He buy the building and take over this place.
Awesome. He bought the building and took over this place is perfect. It's that idea of taking control after buying it. You've got takeover nailed. Want to do another? How about drop off? It means to leave something or somewhere. Like, I dropped off the kids at school. Your turn.
I drop off my sofa to my friend's house.
Close. You've got the idea, but drop off needs a tiny tweak. It's, I dropped off my sofa at my friend's house at, not to, fits, since it's a location. So, I dropped off my sofa at my friend's house means you left it there. Want to try it again or move to a new one?
I dropped off my sofa at my friend's house.
Perfect. I dropped off my sofa at my friend's house is spot on. It's all about leaving it there. You're rocking these. Ready for another? How about catch up? It can mean to get up to speed, like I caught up on work, or meet up, like I caught up with a friend. What's your sentence?
Can you explain it to me?
No problem. Catch up means two main things. First, it's about getting current, like I caught up on my homework, I finished what I was behind on. Second, it's meeting someone to chat after a while, like I caught up with my friend over coffee. It's about closing a gap, either time or info. Make sense? Want to try a sentence with catch up?
I just don't understand. Could you give me some sample?
Sure, I've got you. Here are a couple of examples for catch up. For getting current, I missed class, so I caught up by reading the notes. For meeting someone, I hadn't seen my cousin in ages, so we caught up at lunch. See how it's about catching up to where you should be? Want to try making your own sentence now?
So catch up is mean long time no see, and we when we meet we call catch up.
Yep, you're getting it. Catch up can mean meeting someone after a long time, like long time no see. So we caught up over tea. It's about reconnecting and chatting. It also has that other meaning of getting up to speed, but you've nailed the meeting part. Want to try a sentence with that idea?
Long time I uh, don't met my friend, so I catch up with him.
Almost perfect. Just a little tweak for smoothness. Long time no see, my friend, so I caught up with him. Works great. Or, I hadn't met my friend in a long time, so I caught up with him. Catch up is past tense here, caught up, since it's something you did. You've got the idea down. Want to try it again or move to a new one?
I hadn't met my friend in a long time, so I caught up with him.
Spot on. I hadn't met my friend in a long time, so I caught up with him is flawless. It's got the timing and the reconnection just right. You're killing it with catch up. Ready for another? How about throwaway? It means to toss something out, like, I throw away old papers. Your go.
I need to talk about more about catch up. Uh,
No worries. Let's dive deeper into catch up. So, it's got those two big uses. One's about meeting up after a while. Like you said, I hadn't seen my friend forever, so I caught up with him, meaning you chatted to hear what's new. The other's about finishing what you're behind on. Like, I was late on bills, so I caught up by paying them. It's all about closing that gap. Want to chat more about it or try another sentence to lock it in?
So the second meaning that is I'm late of something, so I need to do it.
Exactly. You've got it. The second meaning is when you're behind on something. Like, I'm late with my work, so I caught up by finishing it. It's about getting back on track. Like, if you missed some TV episodes, you'd say, I caught up by watching them all. Does that click? Want to try a sentence with that meaning?
I'm running late, so I need to catch up.
Nice try. You're super close. I'm running late, so I need to catch up. Works if you mean you're behind and need to hurry to get on track. It's more natural as I was late with my project, so I caught up by working extra. Catch up is usually after you've done it, like caught up. Want to tweak it to past tense or try it another way?
I was late with my project, so I caught up by working extra.
Perfect. I was late with my project, so I caught up by working extra is absolutely spot on. It's that exact meaning of getting back on track. You've mastered catch up. Want to move to a new phrasal verb now, like throw away, or keep exploring this one?
Okay, let's
All right, let's roll with a new one. How about throw away? It means to get rid of something you don't want, like tossing it in the trash. For example, I threw away old clothes I didn't need anymore. Simple, right? Can you make a sentence with throw away?
I threw away my bag because it's torn.
Great. I throw away my bag because it's torn is almost perfect. Since throw away is usually past tense when it's done, it'd be I threw away my bag because it was torn. You've got the idea down though. Want to try it again or move to another?
I threw away my bag because it was torn.
Nailed it. I threw away my bag because it was torn is exactly right. It's tossing out something broken. You're on fire with these. Ready for a new one? How about pick out? It means to choose something, like I picked out a shirt to wear. Your turn.
I pick out a pair of shoes. It's perfect for me.
Awesome. I picked out a pair of shoes. It's perfect for me. Works great. It's that choosing vibe, though you could connect it as I picked out a pair of shoes that's perfect for me. Either way, you've got pick out down. Want another? How about run through? It means to go over something quickly, like I ran through my notes. What's your sentence?
Could you explain it for me to me?
Sure thing. Run through means to quickly review or go over something. Like, if you're checking your lines for a play, you'd say, I ran through my script. Or if you're practicing, I ran through the steps again. It's a fast pass over it. Got it? Want to try a sentence with run through?
Quickly review like read the book quickly like that.
You're on the right track. Run through is like a quick review, but it's more active than just reading fast. I ran through the book means you flipped through it or checked it quickly, not just read it fast. Like, I ran through my notes before the test. I skimmed them quick. Does that clear it up? Want to try a sentence now?
So, what situation I need to use run through?
Good question. They're similar but different. Run out means you've used up something completely, like I ran out of milk, there's none left. Run through is a quick review or practice, like I ran through my speech to prep. So, run out is about something being gone, and run through is checking or going over fast. Make sense? Want to hear a sentence with each?
I want to know the situation when I use run through, like why I need go it so fast.
Got it. You use run through when you need to check or practice something quickly, usually because time's tight, or you just want a fast refresher. Like, say you've got a big meeting in 10 minutes. You'd say, I ran through my notes to make sure I'm ready. Or before a dance, I ran through the moves to get them right. It's about speeding through to prep or confirm, not deep study. Does that help? Want to try a sentence with it?
It's like before I doing an exam, I run through the notes like that.
Yep, you getting it. Before an exam, I run through the notes is super close, just tweak it to past tense since it's done. Like, before the exam, I ran through my notes. It's that quick check to jog your memory. You've got the situation down. Want to try it again or move to something else?
Before the exam, I ran through my notes.
Perfect. Before the exam, I ran through my notes is exactly right. It's that fast review before the big moment. You've nailed run through. Ready for a new one? How about stand out? It means to be noticeable, like she stands out in a crowd. Your turn.
Could you explain it to me?
Sure. Stand out means something or someone is really noticeable or different from the rest. Like if you wear a bright red hat in a sea of gray, you'd say, I stand out because it's eye catching. Or, her talent stands out in class. She's better than most. It's about popping out from the crowd. Got it? Want to try a sentence with stand out?
It's like everybody can see you clearly.
Yep, that's the vibe. Stand out is like everyone can see you clearly because you're different or special. Like, I stand out in the photo because I'm the only one smiling. It's being obvious in a good or unique way. Makes sense? Want to give a sentence a shot now?
She stand out because she wear a beautiful dress.
Close. You've got the idea, but let's smooth it out. Since she stands out because she wears a beautiful dress, could be she stands out because she wears a beautiful dress. No sense needed. Or she wore a beautiful dress and stood out. Either way, it's her being noticeable for that dress. Want to try it again or move on?
She stands out because she wears a beautiful dress.
Perfect. She stands out because she wears a very beautiful dress is spot on. It's her being noticeable for that stunning dress. You've got stand out locked in. Ready for another? How about figure out? It means to solve or understand. Like, I figured out the puzzle. Your turn.
I figure out the issues. Now we can fix it.
Awesome. I figured out the issues. Now we can fix it is perfect. It's that solving vibe, and it flows great. You're crushing figure out. Want to keep going? How about hold on? It can mean to wait, like hold on a sec, or grip something, like I held on to the rail. What's your sentence?
I need to do something, so could you hold on some minutes?
Good try. You're super close. I need to know something. So could you hold on some minutes? Works if we tweak it a bit. It'd be, could you hold on for a few minutes? I need to know something. Hold on means wait. And for a few minutes fits better. Want to try it again or move to a new one?
Could you hold on for a few minutes? I need to know something.
Nailed it. Could you hold on for a few minutes? I need to know something is perfect. It's a polite wait request. You've got hold on down. Ready for another? How about cut down? It means to reduce. Like, I cut down on sugar. Your go.
I cut down drink milk tea because I'm too fat.
Great one. I cut down on drinking milk tea because I'm too fat is spot on. It's reducing something. And you've got the reason clear. Totally works. Want another? How about show up? It means to arrive. Like, he showed up late. What's your sentence?
I showed up the airport late, so I missed the flight.
Almost there. I showed up the airport late, so I missed the flight. Just needs a tiny fix. It's, I showed up at the airport late, so I missed the flight. Show up uses at for places. Other than that, it's perfect. Want to try it again or move on?
I showed up at the airport late, so I missed the flight.
Perfect. I showed up at the airport late, so I missed the flight is exactly right. It's arriving late with that consequence. You've got show up locked in. Ready for another? How about let down? It means to disappoint. Like, she let me down by forgetting. Your turn.
She let me down by cheating on me.
Spot on. She let me down by cheating on me captures that disappointment perfectly. You've nailed let down. Want to keep going? How about turn down? It means to refuse or lower. Like, I turned down the offer or turn down the music. What's your sentence?
I think it's enough for today. I will stop for now.
Fair enough. You've done awesome with these phrasal verbs today. Tons of progress. Whenever you're ready to pick back up, I'll be here. Have a great rest of your morning.
Thanks. Goodbye.
You're welcome. Bye for now. See you next time.
Okay. I will stop here for now. Thanks for watching and see you in the next videos. Mình sẽ dừng tại đây. Cảm ơn các bạn vì đã theo dõi và hẹn gặp lại các bạn ở những video lần sau.